Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm so excited to be here today creating 2 cards for you using the Not Too Shabby Pug in a Cup stamp. This is my Not Too Shabby design team project number 1 for the month of June 2020. Last month, Not Too Shabby, Jamie, came out with this adorable stamp set that she created and designed and drew all by herself. So congratulations, Jamie, on this wonderful accomplishment. This is a really cute stamp set, and you could make the dog to be any kind of dog, not just a pug. For my cards, I made it into a boxer, like my neighbor has a boxer. Some of the sentiments that are included on this stamp set say pugs and coffee, puppy latte, pugacino, you warm my heart, coffee and dogs, hello, from someone sweet, pug in a cup, hang in there, happy birthday, pugs and kisses, sending you. And it also says a day keeps the grumpy away. That could be a coffee, because A and coffee are both individual. You could say a coffee a day keeps the grumpy away, or a smile a day keeps the grumpy away. Isn't that true? Also included are some hearts and a beautiful bow for in the puppy's hair, and an exclamation point and a question mark and a smile. Or it could be used for wrinkles in the puppy's forehead. That's what I should have used it for. Oh, maybe next time. Yeah, so it's a really great set, and it's got a lot of cute sentiments that could be used in other cards. And what I did here was I stamped this using Brutus Monroe Raven Detail ink, which is an alcohol marker friendly ink. I stamped it twice because I'm making 2 different cards. After I'm done stamping it in my MISTI, I'm going to gather up my alcohol markers and start my coloring. I have a variety of different colors and a variety of different companies, and I focused mostly on browns, tans, beige, black, gray. Those are the colors that I picked. Now I'm only going to be coloring the puppy in the top of the cup. I am going to be using paper piecing technique to decorate or fill in the actual cup or mug. You'll see that the cup has 3 different sections, and so I have some pattern paper that I'm going to be using for those sections. I'm using E29, YR24, and E37. And I'm going to speed this up a bit. It's just basic alcohol marker coloring. I go over the outside with my darkest color, and then I go ahead and I blend in some lighter colors. So like I said, I'm going to fast forward this at this time. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Not Too Shabby. You can find several different stamp companies' stamps through Not Too Shabby. As a matter of fact, many different stamp companies are carried by Not Too Shabby. In addition to all those things, Not Too Shabby has their own line of stamps, which is where this stamp falls into place. And you can find other accessories and wonderful things for card making there. There is a discount code for the Not Too Shabby shop that's listed below in my description box. In addition, Not Too Shabby has a fan page on Facebook. It is called Scrapping Stampers. I will list a link below to that Facebook page that anybody can join if they want to share creations and enter into contests using the products that you have from Not Too Shabby. Jamie, the owner of Not Too Shabby, also offers a reward program so that when you do make a purchase, you receive points, and for collecting those points, you can use those for future purchases. So that's a great incentive. Also, at this time, another bonus is a discount for shipping. Free shipping now would be on all orders over $35. So that's fantastic. A great discount that is being offered right now. You'll have to check the availability of that if you're watching this in the future. But if you're watching it now, you'll be able to get a discount if your order is more than $35, it's free shipping. So that's really fantastic. You can also find Not Too Shabby on Instagram, and of course on YouTube. There are lots of folks that are part of the Not Too Shabby design team, as well as the digital design team. The digital design team is new, and there are several images that are available at Not Too Shabby that were created by Jamie that are part of the digital stamps that you can pick from. So a wide variety of wonderful items and products to choose from. Okay, back to my project. As you can see, I am fussy cutting the pup in the cup. This image is easy to fussy cut. I'm just going to speed this up a little bit in the interest of time. As you can see, I'm having no trouble fussy cutting this image. Next, we're going to pick out some pattern papers and start assembling our card. For the pattern papers, I have these awesome papers that came from Scrapping for Less. They had this paper pack called Tool Time. Unfortunately, it's not available anymore. I checked their website. I didn't see it unless it comes back out again. But you can pick any kind of pattern paper. What I'm making are Father's Day cards. I just thought that would be adorable for my son to give a Father's Day card to his dad and to his pap, which is my dad. And I thought that if we can make it masculine, then it would be a really cool take on this stamp. So this pattern paper has like screws in the background, like the head of a nail or the head of a screw. And then we've got this awesome plaid argyle pattern next up, which has yellows, blues, grays, just really coordinates very well. Okay, so that's going to be what the pup's going to sit on. And then ahead of time, before I started recording, I used my Scan and Cut to cut out these paper pieces. So basically, I stamped the image on a piece of the pattern paper, put it in my Scan and Cut, and then my Scan and cut it out, and I would tell my Scan and Cut what to cut. So you can see that this first piece doesn't have the pup hanging from the top. And here I have a second piece that I'm adding, which is pattern paper of screwdrivers, and they're orange and blue. And the layer underneath of that has wrenches, and they're silver. And so here we have the bottom piece of the cup, which is screwdrivers again. So I thought that looks really awesome. And then I'm just going to let my glue dry and connect this piece with the part that I just colored. And the pieces lock together just like a puzzle, and I'm just using art glitter glue to adhere them all together. So how cute is that? I think it's adorable. And everything just fits together so nicely. It also adds a little bit of dimension because you've got the different pieces of paper on top of each other. Sorry, I'm off camera there, but really all I'm doing is putting glue and making sure that everything is adhering. The paper's kind of slippery. I had a sentiment in my stash that said Happy Father's Day, so I just stamped that on regular white Nina cardstock, and I'm just going to glue that to the top of the card here, leaving a little space so that you can see the paper in the background. And then next goes on our pup in a cup. And he looks so cute hanging off the side of that cup. How adorable. So cute. I'm going to bring in another stamp set that I purchased from Not Too Shabby. This is a Jessica Lynn original, and this is Pit Bulls 2.0. Has some adorable pit bulls on it, as well as a sentiment that I thought would be perfect for this Father's Day card, which is I woof you. So how sweet is that? And I'm just going to find some gray cardstock, go ahead and stamp that onto that piece of gray cardstock, and then use one of my small rectangular dies to trim it out. Okay, so here it is. I popped it up on some foam tape, and I'm going to go ahead and put that at the bottom of the card. Again, that sentiment says, I woof you. Super cute for Father's Day. And here's the card close up. I zoomed my camera in a little bit. And at the end of my video, I'll also have a still photo of the card. I actually have both cards, and that'll be close up and it'll be more clear. So I've speeded this up in the interest of time. I have a stencil from Brutus Monroe. This one has paw prints. I'm using pixie spray to adhere the stencil to the paper. This gives it a tacky, low tack, and it's not permanent. It's just a temporary tack so that ink blending and coloring can be done. Here I have 4 different colors of Distress Oxide. My blue is Faded Jeans. My green is Twisted Citron. My orange is Ripe Persimmon. And my yellow is Mustard Seed. I'm just going to go in and try to color this in a 4-quadrant model. The top left corner being the Faded Jeans, the top right corner Twisted Citron, the bottom right corner will be the orange, which is Ripe Persimmon, and then the bottom left corner will be the yellow, which is the Mustard Seed. And I like these colors together. I think it looks really nice once I take the stencil off. And it's okay if these colors, little bit of blending happens. The pup in the cup goes on top, so you're technically really not going to see if there's parts that kind of blend a little bit and get a little bit muddy. Let me take a drink. All this talking is making me thirsty. As I finish here, we're going to add a little bit more yellow just to make it a little bit more vibrant. Of course, these colors kind of fade a little bit once they're applied. I guess that's part of the oxidation process. But it still looks nice even after a few days. The colors look nice. Of course, the other things that I add to it here, which you'll see in a minute, makes it all come together to be such an adorable card. Okay, let's go ahead and peel this back and reveal our panel, which turned out very nice. This will be our pattern paper for our second card. And I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut again the second image, which I fast forwarded through and basically am showing you the result. I colored this one off camera, and I have the different pattern papers that I'm piecing together here and gluing on with some art glitter glue. This is going to go directly on our stenciled background. Off camera, I die cut the sentiment Grandpa. I've got Happy Father's Day as a sentiment. That word Grandpa was from my stash, and the sentiment as well. Using some green cardstock, I cut out a banner. I'm going to put the word Grandpa on top of that banner, and then we'll have our sentiment at the bottom that says Happy Father's Day. I used some foam tape to pop up the banner. Here you see my card panel already adhered to my card base. I'm also using some foam tape to pop up the pup in a cup to give it a little bit of dimension. on this card. I want to thank you for watching my video today and learning with me on how to assemble these cards together. You can definitely use paper piecing for this stamp set. And I'm going to give you a picture here of both cards side by side. And at the end of this video, there'll be a still shot of the finished cards. Thanks so much for watching today, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.